So, good morning, everyone. My name is Cameron Regan. I am president of MEC Timing. We do timing software for across Canada for Measures and Detris. We also provide result systems. So, today we're going to talk about team scoring for SOD. We'll go over the website, um, where it is, how to log in, upload your racers, manage their teams, and then upload the results once you have finished a race so that they can be displayed. We'll also go over our team scoring app, how you can get it, um, how you can make sure that it's licensed, and then running it on your computer, whether that be with measures or with split second. So let me switch over to my computer screen. So can everyone see my screen? So the site is sod.results.mectiming.org. Here we have, this is sort of the home screen for any user or anyone who comes in. So if you have coaches or athletes or parents that want to see the results of a race, they can see here. Team standings don't show up at the very beginning because we don't want to be confusing athletes and parents with which groups are being raced against each other. So at the top here, we have select a category. So you can select a category based on, this is populated based on the number of what results are presented. And when we start getting into the addition of groups, so like U16 group 1 versus group 2, the groups will also show up in here. So if I click on U16, we get the points for the season so far, and we can click on the team and we can see which racers got points from which race. If I go into a particular race, we can see the team results for the different categories and then the race results for each category as well. For logging in, I'll make sure to provide all of this stuff in the email going out. So let me just log out. So you'll be presented with a login screen. Suki has provided me the information for all of the race admins and head coaches for clubs. So I'll be creating access for your particular club so that you can have access to load your racers and manage those. I'll hopefully have that done within the next couple of days so that we can start getting some of this information in. So I'll log into my test account. If I remember my test account password. So here's your home page. It has all of your racers, the racer's name and the team. You can edit and delete their racers. You can create a new racer right on the page if you would like. What we suggest is that you use upload new racers. So this looks for a CSV file, and we've tried to make it as easy as possible. So what we've done is the CSV file is the exact same as Alpine points without the points shown. So you can download the latest point list that has your racers, delete the slalom and GS points, and then just add team, and then you can add the racers teams. So what I'll do is I will show you a upload. So I'll grab this. So I'll select that test file. And I can upload. So you can run this as many times as you want. It'll automatically use the racer's national card as a guide and update the racer's points and or teams so that you can just keep uploading if there's changes. We allow We allow for deletion of racers until they have a result. So if they have run in a race, then they won't be able to be deleted. If we have a racer that needs to switch teams, you don't need to actually go and upload a whole new one. You can just click on the racer. We can pick the correct team and just click save. And then they've been updated. On the bottom of the page, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have this resources section. And this has all of the sort of stuff that will help you during the year. So we have example team files. So that was a specific file just for the upload, so you can see what it looks like. Then we have the split-second export configuration for when we actually use the team scoring app. The license manager, which will be needed for licensing team scoring, and then the team scoring actual application. So we've got all the teams set up. We've got all the racers in. You've come to your first race. When you are finished running your race, you can grab the XML file that you upload to Alpine Points will also be uploaded to the SOD team scoring site. So you would log in, come up here to upload results, and then you pick the two files, the male and the female XML file. We don't care which one goes where. And then you click upload, and that automatically does all the calculations, validates that the racers are supposed to be there, and presents the data for the user once the race is done. And that does all of the sort of team standings. So, does anyone have any questions about the website so far? Perfect. So, let's move on to team scoring. So the team scoring app is there to allow for you to quickly get the results for the race as quickly as possible, so that you guys can provide the awards and the system as quickly as possible on race day. So on what we have done is the team scoring is licensed as a measures application. So for teams who have measures already, there's no additional cost. If you do not have measures, you can just do 1 year license, and I will show you how you can. So you add this to cart. And then you check out. You get your API key, which allows you to license it. To allow for a little bit less cost for people who are doing split second, we have enabled for only team scoring the ability for licenses to be licensed on your single computer. So both in split second and Detris, we both use USB license keys, but to try to keep the cost down for your clubs, we've allowed for it to be licensed to a specific computer rather than having each person purchase a license, an actual license dongle. So I already have these installed, but if you click on License Manager, you'll get the download for License Manager, and you can install it. And then Team Scoring application is the exact same. If I go to License Manager, now if you already have measures and measures set up and licensed, you won't have to go through any of these steps. If you don't have a measures license, then you'll have to use the license manager. So in your email, you will get a license key. Let me just find my latest one. Perfect. So here, I'll show you guys. So you'll get a purchase. Once it's all done, you'll get a master API key. So you copy that, and we can put it into API, the API license manager. And what it'll do is it'll check to see how many licenses you have. I've already applied it. So the local license, that, or the local serial, that's the one that's actually on your computer. So that one will be only available on the computer that you license. You can't bring it around with license keys. And you would just click apply measures, and it'll run, and it'll say successfully applied with a expiration date of October 1st, 2025. So once you have your computer licensed, you have access to using our team scoring app. So our team scoring app, what it does is it takes your two files, your males and your females, does the race calculations for the teams, and prints them on a report so that you have access to them right then and there, and it's easy for you and your staff to bring out awards. So what I'll do first is I'll do split second. So split second, I'm not a expert at split second, but what I have done is as part of those resources, there is a team scoring export file. So you can load that into split second, and that will give you all of the fields that are required for the team scoring app to do its calculations. What I've done is I've had a colleague of mine create some of it exports from his previous races, and I had to make a couple modifications. So there's a little bit of mixed data or made up data in here. But what I'll do is so the one other part is that you'll see here that it says male and female. Because split second doesn't export gender, you have to make sure that you put your male file into the male field and the female into the female field. So I will go to split second, men, open. So we just need national number, bib, first, last, combined rank, year of birth, first run, second run, combined results, club, quota, and class. So now that it's loaded a split second file, you'll see that it actually pops up headers now. And these are headers that go at the top of the these are headers that go on the top of the report. So I'll just say so then I will pick my female file, and then I can click save. So what team scoring does is it goes to the team scoring website, grabs all of the teams that are associated with each particular racer, and then uses those teams in the results. So in the split second example that I haven't loaded the actual racers into the team scoring website. So this shows that you've got a bunch of racers that didn't have teams when it requested teams from the team scoring website. So if you are running this for a race that is team scored and you have a couple of these, then that is an issue that you need to resolve before actually running the calculation, because they won't be scored for the correct team for their group. So you would say no, but because I know that this is just testing, I'm just going to say yes. And it does its math. It wants for where to save the PDF. And then it tells you where it saved it, and then you hit OK and it'll open it up for you. So we've got the headers that I stated. It automatically picks out the categories, your top 10 males and females for the category, and it also does the calculations for the teams. And then it also does it for the other category within the race as well. So let me just open it up again. For measures, what you would do is you would pick your male RCR file. So I have an old race from Craigleith that I'll use. Because we don't ask for the headers within a measures file, because we grab the headers from within the measures data source as well. So this is the file that I've been using for my testing. So all of these racers are actually within the team scoring site right now. So if I click save, it won't give me an error. And I can go back to here. And then I can say OK. And we have their individual female scores, individual male scores, and then your male and female, and then your team scores. Kelsey, do you have a question? Yes. So there isn't any changes for a measures user. Or actually, yes, you will have to update so that it says male and female, because the previous version of the team scoring app did not use the website to get the teams. So if you just click file, so there's two things. You can go check for updates on it, or I will send the link to download the installer within the email as well. Yep, perfect. No problem. Well, that's it. That's all that I have to show. Does anyone else have any questions for team scoring or the website? So the XML files have to be uploaded to ACA website as well, or to the SOD team scoring site And then if they are a pointed or a race that is wanted on the Alpine Points site, then yes, it needs to be uploaded there as well. And then Molly? I can hear you. Yes. Yes. So let me open up Split Second to see what. Yes, CSV file to export for Split Second into the team scoring app. Okay, yeah. So what I've done is for the Split Second export, I've set it so that it only provides seconds. So it does the. So if you had 1 minute, it would be 60 seconds. If you had 1 minute 30, it would be 90 seconds. Yeah, you're welcome. Andy, you had a question? Suki, what's your question? Perfect. So yes, so every all results have to be posted to both Alpine Points and the SOD Team scoring app as well. sod.results.mectiming.org. Like I said, all of this information will be provided in upcoming emails. Um, that's all that I have. So I will give you guys 15 minutes back of your day. Thank you very much. Talk to you.